How are you supposed to get to a goal you don't even believe exists? I mean, really, how do you reach something if deep down you don't believe there's a path to it? I've been thinking a lot about this idea that we don't actually see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. What we carry inside ourselves ends up shaping what we notice, what we focus on, and how everything feels. A lot of the time, the world is just reflecting us back to us. And in some ways, I really believe what we attract is what we are. And I don't mean that in a simple, almost corny, comic way, whatever you want to call it. Not like bad person equals bad things, good person equals good things. It's more so than that. It's more about how your internal state shapes your experiences of life. How you feel about yourself is often proportional to how you feel around the world around you. And I've noticed that happiness and sadness both work like feedback loops. When you're happy, you start noticing more things to be happy about. You stay open, you stay lighter. When you're sad, discouraged, even disconnected, everything feels heavier. New real situations, they start to feel negative. And little inconveniences, they start to feel personal. Then life happens. Something unexpected decides to throw you off. Someone says something doesn't work out the way you hoped. And without even realising it, you slip into a negative cycle, negative to what you were before. And that's where awareness becomes important. You have to be conscious enough to notice when you're in that loop. And I'll be honest, this isn't something I mastered. I struggle with it too. Life happens to me, just like it happens to everyone else. I get frustrated, I get tired, I get negative sometimes. But the difference, at least for me, is remembering that I still have control over the present moment, even if I can't control everything. I can still choose how I show up right now. Give me a second. And that realization, it changed a lot for me. It stopped being about waiting for life to feel right. It started being about embodying how I wanted to live. Not escaping reality, not pretending everything is perfect, but choosing to be the energy that I wanted to experience. When you develop real appreciation and real love for yourself, something interesting happens. The way you interact with the world shifts, and the way the world responds to you starts to shift as well. And that's what self-appreciation actually looks like. A lot of people connect this idea to the law of attraction, which is what this video is about. And I first learned about it a couple of years ago, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, through books, talks, and meditation. And over time, I realized that at its core, it's not really about magic. It's about mindset. It's about placing yourself mentally where you want to go, instead of constantly feeling somewhat separate from it, we could say. Instead of thinking, well, I'll be happy when this happens, or I'll feel confident when I get there. It's about asking yourself, what would that version of me feel like right now in the present moment? It's about feeling gratitude early, feeling appreciation now, not pretending, not lying to yourself, just allowing yourself to experience those feelings before the result arrives. Simple as that, really. And I practice this in my own life, and honestly, I'm proud of myself for it. From the outside, it might look delusional sometimes, but when it's done in a healthy way, it keeps you moving forward for sure, instead of stuck in waiting mode. Of course, life interrupts that. People make comments. Support isn't constant, and it doesn't come from where you expected it at most times. Momentum gets shaken, and when that happens, it's not about forcing positivity. It's about reconnecting with how you would feel once you reach your end goal or your end target, whatever that is. And a lot of people talk about visualization, but what really matters is feeling appreciation, feeling gratitude, feeling deserving, practicing the feeling before the outcome shows up. And that doesn't spoil anything. If anything, it prepares you to receive it. There's also a difference between being humble and shrinking yourself. you can stay grounded without lowering your self-worth. You don't need to minimize yourself to be a good person. Why not feel good about yourself? Why not raise your self-image instead of constantly separating who you are now from who you think you need to become and constantly comparing yourself to other people? And that separation is what holds people back. We act like our future self will magically be more prepared, more confident, more capable. But your future self, what you need to realize is still you. Same habits, same patterns, unless you change them now. There's no past version of you that you need to overcome. There's no future version you need to wait for. Who you are right now in the present moment is enough to start. And once you stop waiting for permission to feel proud, grateful, and present, life starts to move differently. Not because the world changed, but because you did.